how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Juana Luisa, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're not subscribed, just consider to subscribe to my channel, The Crafty Puerto Rican. So today I'm gonna be working on some heat transfer vinyl, making some t-shirts, some children t-shirts. So I thought that I will take you to the process because it's a basic design, easy to cut. And so I decided some people might just starting cutting vinyl, and this video will help them how to do the vinyl cutting. So we're going to be using my Cricut maker, the regular maker, and then also the Air 2. I'm going to be using both simultaneously, and that way I can do the job faster. I have a total of about 5 shirts, but I'm going to demonstrate 2 of them. And so let's get started. First, I have my 15 by 15 heat press, but I'm going to be using my Cricut Easy Press Air 2. It's a 12 by 10. And for those who have even the smaller size, which is the 9, I believe it's 9 by 10, which is back here, if you can see it, right here. That one is perfect also for smaller designs to press. Like in children, usually the widest you do, it can be like an 8 wide and about 6, 7 long. So that's perfect. You can even use that Easy Press, which is a Cricut. I use it for a long time. It works perfectly. And when I have multiple jobs and I'm pressing something and I want to advance work, I use my 12 by 10, which is perfect. I'm gonna be going back to the computer to download the file, in this case the design, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer the camera. I'm gonna move it a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Let me see what else. The HTV or heat transfer that I'm using is brand is Cricut, because I had it available, and mostly of the designs are in black. I also use scissor. Scissor binder is amazing. I love it. Both of them are easy to weed. I don't have issues weeding none of them. Most people prefer scissors, or the people prefer Cricut. So let's get at it. I'm gonna move my camera around. So this is the screen. Hopefully you can see clearly what I'm doing. So the first thing you're gonna do is that you want to choose your designs, what you're gonna work at. I have already downloaded mine, but I'm gonna go through the process to show how you do it. So you're gonna go, you open your Cricut design space. It's gonna give you this page right here, and you're gonna go to upload. You're gonna upload the designs that you have. And then you're gonna go to upload image. You're gonna go to browse. Then you're gonna open your file. Most of my files are on downloads. So I have it on downloads right here. So I'm gonna choose my latest design. Okay, right here. I'm gonna start with the first grade dude. That's so cute. I'm gonna open it. Actually, when these files go to your downloads, they're gonna be coming on zip file. You have to unzip them because they always come zipped into a file. So I'm gonna use this one, which is a Microsoft Edge or SVG. Choose it. I'm gonna open it, and it's gonna open right here. You see it? When it's opening right here, you're gonna go to upload. And then this is my design right here. I'm gonna choose that one. I'm gonna insert image right here. And then it's gonna give me the design. It's gonna open big, but I have already resized it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click it off because I already have resized the one that I want. So in order for me to do that, I'm gonna click it to delete it, and I'm gonna go to my projects right here. So at least you know already how to download it. So you're gonna go to the upload and do all those steps. You're gonna go to my projects, and these are the ones that I have already downloaded. They keep them in this file for you, all this saved inside the design space. So let's get with this one, the one that we chose. I'm gonna click on here, and it's gonna open this site right here. Go to the bottom, click customize, replace because I already have one before for demonstration. So it asked me to replace the other one. So right here, okay? Like I said, it opens big. I'm gonna put it smaller down here. You click it to minus sign and just size it right there. So for the child size t-shirt that I'm making, it's a small child, like a regular child. This kid is going to first grade. So I measured 8 wide, 7.5 long. Reason why I say 7.5 is because it's like the design is like longer. I wanted to show off. So that's why I clicked that. So this is done right here. This is the size I wanted. So now I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna click make it. Just FY, some designs when you buy them, some files, they come all unattached. Usually when they are like one color, I usually, they already come grouped, but they don't come attached. And in order for me to make it like in one page, I click down here where it says attach. Now it says detached because I attached it. But always check if they are not attached, attach them if they are on the same color. Because that way they will go into the mat all in one piece and you don't have like 3 pieces for the same designs. Just attach them. Okay, so now we're gonna go to make it. And there you have it, right here. Okay, so now it's very important that all the designs that you're gonna cut on HTV or heat transfer vinyl, you have to mirror it. That is always the case. You have to mirror it. So there's a button here that you click. It says mirror right here. You click it to the right, and it's mirrored. You see how it changed now? It's backwards, and that's the way we want it to cut. All right. So now I'm gonna go to continue. And it's looking for my maker. I'm gonna use the maker this time. And then I'm gonna use the other one. I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna try to run it both at the same time. So select my device. Okay, I forgot to. I'm gonna select the Air 2. Faster. It's checking my device, looking for it through the Bluetooth because I have them both in Bluetooth. It found it. Okay, so the material that I'm gonna use, I said it was Cricut. It was Everyday Iron, and it's right here. Already select. I'm gonna select Everyday Iron. If your material that you're using is not on this list, you're gonna go up here on Browse All Material. You click that and it will give you a list of all the material that you can use for cutting. And then you look for whatever you're using, if it's glitter or it's regular cardstock or anything that you can imagine, even fabric. It will be in the maker, it will be in here. Same thing applies to the Air to Explore. You click here and you choose your material. In this case, it's already here, so I'm gonna click it. And then some people, even in default, for some reason, I always like to put in more pressure. It's me, always done it that way, and it works, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna change it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try something I never tried before. I'm gonna put it smaller here, and I'm gonna try to open again Design Space to see if I can do 2 in the same computer at the same time. So what I did, I just minimize it, and I'm gonna go back to Cricut and open another page. Okay. And then I'm gonna move it to the side. I'm gonna move it to the side. Let me open my projects. Open my project right here. And it gave me all my designs again. I don't want this one. Let me open the big. All right. So let me do the hello second grade, first grade, running into first grade. Let me do the second grade dude. These are the designs that I need to do for this family. So second grade dude. I'm gonna customize. Like I said before, I have already sized this one, and this is the same size as the other one. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna hit make it. It's right here. I'm gonna mirror it. I'm gonna continue. Now it's picking up there too. Okay, good. Good. So now you see on this case, you see that only gave me one choice. So I had to go to browse all materials right here. And then I'm gonna look for the everyday iron right here. I click that one. I click done. I'm gonna put on more pressure, like I said, because I always do more pressure. And then I'm gonna minimize it. Okay. So they're both running. This one is running here. This one is running here. So all I had to do, they're both waiting for me to load. If you notice here, they're waiting for me to load the material. They both are. This is my maker. This is the Explorer. They're both waiting for me to load. So the way we are loading the vinyl, the heat transfer vinyl or HTV, is with a shiny side down. And most brands do have a shiny part and an opaque part. So always, always, always we're gonna put it with the opaque part facing to us and the shiny part down. I'm holding the phone, so that's why I'm doing this with one hand. So we're gonna just place it down, okay? Some brands, which I have bought, has the white part in the backing. I don't even remember what brand was it. I think I got it on Amazon. So that was also easy to tell because then you know that the color part go on the mat this way, okay? Some other brands happen to have two shiny sides, and that's a difficult one, especially when it's black. And that one, you have to really pay attention to the brand and the specifications because most of them have directions on how to use it. Okay, so I just wanted to make that clear. That's the way we load the paper. If you're going to use a regular vinyl or permanent or temporary vinyl, none for clothing, that one we always do it this way. With the shine it up because you don't have to mirror that one and that one goes straight to the item on the top or whatever surface you're gonna position it. So we don't have to worry about, but when it's heat transfer vinyl, we always put the shining part down, okay? So let's go to the next part. Bear with me, I'm holding the camera with one hand and doing this with the other. So I'm gonna go ahead and load the material. There you go. And then the C is flashing me to go ahead and start. So then I'm gonna repeat the same thing on the maker. I'm gonna load my material on the maker right here. You see it? It's loaded. Make sure that are in this groove right here. And then I'm gonna load. And then the C is on again like the other one. And then I press the C. Now, I have both machines, so both are running at the same time, almost like started almost at the same time also. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to move the camera around, see if I can get a better view of both running. They should be cutting pretty fast. These are simple designs, so yeah. This one is still going. Yeah. So I'm gonna unload this one. You see the arrow is flashing. So all you have to do is pick the arrow right here and it's gonna unload the material. And just because this one is finishing second, it's not that it's way slower. It's just that it loaded later. I had to reload it because it wasn't taking the mat. So that's why it's taking a little bit longer. And I think in one of my other videos, I explained that I bought the regular maker recently. I think it was around the end of May or June. When the Maker 3 came out, I decided to buy the Maker because the 3 didn't even convince me of being much better. So Amazon threw a sale on a weekend, special weekend, and so I decided to buy the Maker for that reason. Because it went, they had a good sale. It was like almost $100 savings from Amazon price. So yeah, it was worth it. Almost done with the second one. So it's done. Okay, so I'm gonna move the camera here so that you guys can have a view. I'm gonna do some weeding. For a lot of people, do the weeding is, they don't like it, the weeding part. I, for some reason, like weeding. I don't know. I find weeding relaxing. But for some people, don't like it. I don't know why. But anyway, we're gonna weed both of them now. Make sure you have a good view here. Right here. Check the camera, make sure you have a good shot in there. Okay, that's good. Let me unload these. So, okay, the first thing you're gonna do is when you have the mat right here, some people weed from the mat, you know what I'm saying, right here, they pull everything out, and some people take it out and weed it out. I like to take it out, that's me. And then I put it upside down like this so it doesn't curl too much, and I peel it. And it's supposed to prevent, these tiny things. You have to be very careful because that tea is so thin at the top. So be careful not to take any bits that you need. Okay, there you go. This is Cricut. Like I said, it weeds very easily. I really don't see much difference between Cricut and scissor. But, Okay, so you see this right here? This is my DIY vinyl disposable little basket. I did it myself. I didn't buy it. All you had to do, I had these bottles that are for traveling. They're very soft. And I just cut it crisscross like that. And then you have this hole and you put it in there. I already had the bottles. You see, these are traveling bottles. So you put shampoo and whatever. And I just put it there. Make sure that when you weed, you take everything off because whatever stays in the transfer sheet, sometimes are little tiny pieces and you don't see it. And guess what? When you put the design, it transfers with the design and it messes up everything. It happens to me once when I was first starting weeding. I wasn't careful in disposing of all the little pieces and one little dot stayed. And my goodness, yeah, I was so upset. because it ruined my work. So see how this is easy to read. It's coming out very easy. Very easy. Okay. So temperatures for Cricut transfer paper, HTV is different for the presses. For the Cricut brand, they ask you for everyday iron-on vinyl. They ask you to put the press at 315 degrees and for 30 seconds. If you use Caesar asks you to put it at 305 for 10 to 15 seconds. And for pulling back the backing, they ask you to do it in cold temperatures when it comes to the Cricut, to pull up the backing. For Caesar, it's a warm peel. So, those are the differences. You have to remember sometimes when you're doing multiple jobs and you use different kind of HTVs, it's difficult to calculate. You have to do like an average, especially when you are doing layering and you're layered different items. One design had like 3 or 4 layers. You have to be very careful because if you use 2 different brands, you have to, make sure that you don't put too much heat to one of them. So what I do, I average in between. Like if I use Caesar and I use Cricut brand, instead of doing the 315 for 30 seconds, I kind of compromise and I do, for both of them, 20 seconds, and then I drop it to 310. And that way, I can work with both. Now, if you see at the end that you feel like you need to press a little bit longer, then you go back and you press it again. But that's like a safe thing for me when I do layering with different brands of vinyl. You have to really know your brands, and you really have to know the time that they should be under the press. Very, very, very important. Okay. All right. So this is almost there. I don't see. I'm going back and forth, making sure that I have the top part. No little left pieces. So now all I have to do is the inside of the letters, the big letters. I love weeding. I love it. Some people go into sublimation because they prefer it because they don't have to weed vinyl. Me, I don't mind. Okay, so this is the first one right here. First grade dude, you see? And yeah, you might say, oh man, you're doing like back to school at the end of the month. Well, this is just really because somebody asked me to do these shirts additional. I usually don't work with back to school items, but they asked me for the favor, so I did them for them. They're total of, I will probably place in the end of the video all the ones that I did, so you see how they look. They're easy to do, so I don't mind them. This one is the one who says second grade dude. So the same thing, I'm gonna take it out of here. First thing you're gonna do, you have to make sure that I usually press it. Take all the humidity out of the shirt. It's very important you do that to ensure a nice press. Okay, so I'm gonna put my shirt. I'm gonna press it. I use this glove for sublimation, because my knuckles, they were getting beat. Just for a couple of seconds. It doesn't have to be for a long time, just to make sure that everything. And this is my press that I use 15 by 15. I think I did a video on unboxing. You can watch the video. I bought it at Amazon. It's an entry-level press and I love it. I believe I got it around March. So, okay. Now, I'm going to press it in half to make sure that I have the center of the shirt. Okay? Make sure you have the middle of the shirt. Press it. That's how I, make sure that it's centered. I put this one new and I noticed it's giving some wrinkles. So I'm gonna make sure that it works. Okay. Yeah. Now I have a center right here that I can follow that to place my design, my cut right here, right? I'm gonna place it in half right here, away from the sticky part, so that I have also the middle of the design, and it will help me place it also. Actually I do three things. I do this, I also measure it with a ruler right here. Also, I use the ruler, okay? Let's have a nice view of that. No, you don't. Right here. Hey, that's a perfect view. Okay, sorry about that. So now it's in the middle right here. Nice, and I'm gonna measure both sides with this ruler. 1.5. Needs to be a little bit more to the center, to the left. And crooked. That looks good to me. So that's the go, people. Let's go. You might not see my face because I just want you guys to have a good view of this. This is a Cricut brand, so we're gonna let it cool. It's a cool peel, right? So I'm gonna leave it here, cool it a little bit, and then we're gonna be setting up the second shirt. Moisture out of the shirt. Nice and pressed. Same thing, you're gonna find the center in the paper, and I'm gonna find the center in the shirt. This one is already cool, so I'm gonna peel it off. When you peel it, just press it down and roll it. Don't pull it up like that. Just press down and roll. Roll. There we go. This is so cute. Here you go. First grade dude. So that one is done. Let's go for the second one. Same thing, same process. We're gonna find the center. measure both sides, make sure you have the same distance. And I usually go not by plastic to plastic, letter by letter or design in the corner. Okay, those are the real. So this is a little, look, half an inch, a little bit too far. So let me move it a little bit. Okay, so there we go. Back to the press. Perfect. Perfect, perfection. There you go. Look how pretty. Second grade dude. Okay, so I'm gonna move you around so that you see close. Just how pretty, very nice. So this is a basic, vinyl cutting, which is easy to do with a Cricut, either one. Like I said, you can do the same pressing with this one right here, okay? Or for that matter, this one right here. Love them both. Love them both. I'm just gonna use the shirt to give me an idea where to place things. Just to have an idea. No need for positioning yet or anything like that. So, and this thing where they stick together, I hate it if it happens. But it doesn't damage it. So I just want to see where things go to have an idea. You see right here? Look what I skipped. That's what I'm talking about. You see this little place in here? That would have been a mistake if I had left that in there, that little bit in there of vinyl. It would have damaged the whole thing, the whole project. So, and it was hiding, and it's on the, let me put it this way, in the A of roar. You see right here, people? Was an extra bit in there, and I missed it. That's why we have to check, triple check, if we can. All right, it's right here. That's not want to go anywhere. Rolling into, so this will go. The design has me, this is around here. I'm looking at the monitor on my laptop to have an idea where it's either further back. Even more, almost touching the letters. The tail is supposed to be peeking out a little bit. Then first grade goes under. Okay, so I have an idea. So I'm gonna go to the same process I did before. Same process. Gonna heat up the shirt, look for the center. This is Caesar, so I'm gonna lower to 305, the temperature. That's what it calls for. And it calls for 10 to 15 seconds. I'm gonna leave it 15 seconds. I'm just gonna heat up the shirt. And I'm gonna find the middle or the center of the shirt. I'm gonna fold it. Let me put it down here. Oh, you can see what I'm doing. You're able to see. There's some natural light coming from my window now at this time of day. I'm gonna be experiencing the niceness of this little area that I have my cutting. That's why I like this area. It's always light coming through and I love it. So I'm gonna center it as best as I can. Shot so that you can see what I'm doing when I do the layering. Okay, so I'm gonna press this first. And because I'm layering with 3 colors, I'm not gonna press the whole 15 seconds. I'm gonna do about 6 seconds because I'm gonna be putting extra and I don't want to overcook it, like we said. I don't want to, overdo it. So I'm just gonna do it for a couple of seconds, maybe 5-6 seconds, just to, hopefully that should be enough. Hopefully. Right there for 6 seconds. This is a scissor, so it's a 1 peel. Nice. And then the second layer. And this is crucial right here because it needs to be exactly the same amount of spacing. And I'm gonna do it. Make sure that I have enough space for the number. I'm gonna make sure that I have enough space for the number here. I do. So that looks nice. Looking good, people. You see so far? Now the last layer. The last layer, I'm gonna go through a little bit more. I'm gonna add seconds. It only counted 15 seconds. For the last layer, I'm gonna leave it for maybe 10 seconds. 8 to 10 seconds for the whole thing. That's good. There you go. Done. What do you think, guys? I think it's cute. It's different. Rory into first grade. Yep. Let me move the camera so you can have a better view. Rory into first grade. I like it. It's very cute. I am glad that we did this today. For those who are beginners in cutting vinyl with the Cricut, I completed the 6 shirts that I needed to complete. I'll be sharing some photos so that you guys can see them. And so, you know, if you are a subscriber, thank you very much for coming back. And don't forget to give me the thumb up. For those who haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing. I'll be showing some videos every week in the area of crafting, including sublimation, sewing and embroidery, and of course, cutting vinyl. So I want to thank you very much. I'll see you next week. See you later. Bye-bye.